If you're tired of waking up at night to pee, don't blame your age. There is something that you're doing wrong. And in this video, we will show you what it is so you can finally sleep through the night without getting up to pee. However, there are two main factors that have been shown to increase the chances of you waking up at night to pee. And the second one might even be worse than the first. But before we get into that, please take 2 seconds to give this video a like. It helps other people find this video and learn how to stop waking up to pee at night, such as diabetes, enlarged prostate, or overactive bladder, including the time you consume those things. Also, pay attention to how much you're drinking right before bed. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles that sits deep within your pelvis, and it supports your bladder and other internal organs. When these muscles become weak, it can cause the bladder to squeeze and release urine. This is known as urinary incontinence. Let us take a look at some success stories of people who have stopped waking up at night to pee by following these steps. Fortunately, there are exercises that you can do to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. These exercises are called Kegel exercises. I am 68 years old, and I was getting up to pee 3 to 4 times every single night. I couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to start drinking less before bed, and I cut out caffeine completely. I also started doing those Kegel exercises. At first, it was tough, but I didn't give up. And now after 2 months, I only get up once per night to pee. It's so much better than before. Thank you so much for helping me. To perform Kegel exercises, first lie down and relax your body. Just follow the steps that we shared in this video, and you will be on your way to sleeping through the night. Then slowly contract your pelvic floor muscles by pulling them upwards and inwards. Also, please remember to take care of your body. It's the only one that you have. Finally, please subscribe so you can continue learning how to improve your health and be well. Imagine that you're trying to lift your pelvic floor up and away from the floor. Hold this position for 5 seconds and then relax. Repeat this motion 5 times. As you get stronger, you can start holding for longer periods of time and doing more repetitions. These exercises can be done anywhere at any time, so make sure to practice them regularly. If you're drinking a lot of fluids right before bed, that could be the reason why you're waking up at night to pee. Your doctor might be able to diagnose another underlying condition that is causing you to wake up at night to urinate. After keeping this diary for a few days, look back and see if you can find a pattern. My father is 76 years old, and he was getting up to pee every single night. He would get so frustrated because he couldn't sleep through the night. After reading your article, he decided to start drinking less fluids, especially before bed. He also started doing pelvic floor exercises, and he cut out alcohol from his diet. After just 1 week of doing these things, he noticed that he wasn't getting up as much at night to pee. Now, after 2 months of following your advice, he hasn't woken up to pee at night a single time. He's so happy that he can finally sleep through the night, and he wanted to say thank you for sharing this information. Are you drinking more fluids on the days that you're waking up at night to pee? If so, then you should try cutting back on the amount of fluids that you drink right before bed. You should also try drinking different types of fluids, such as water, milk, or juice, because some fluids can stay in your body longer than others. For example, caffeine can make you urinate more frequently, so try to avoid having caffeinated drinks close to bedtime. Additionally, alcohol is a diuretic, meaning that it makes you urinate more. So cutting back on alcoholic beverages can also help reduce the frequency of nighttime urination. However, those are usually pretty rare. Sometimes you might not feel the urge to urinate right away, but going to the bathroom consistently at these times can help train your body to wait longer periods of time between urinations. Also, when you go to the bathroom, make sure that you're completely emptying your bladder. To do this, stand up, relax your body, and try not to hold anything in, but it's a good habit to get into. If you think that you might have some urine left over, try sitting down for a few minutes and then standing back up to urinate again. This may not be necessary every time that you go to the bathroom. Doing this consistently will help your bladder expand and contract fully, which will help you hold more urine in your bladder over time. Now that you know what can cause you to wake up at night to urinate, let's talk about how you can finally sleep through the night without getting up to pee. Thank you. So make sure to watch until the end, because there are some very important things that you need to know. Also, please share this video with a friend who needs it. And this brings us to the second factor that can cause you to wake up at night to pee, and that is sleeping problems. Studies have found that people who suffer from sleep apnea are more likely to wake up at night to urinate, which makes you want to move them. Sleep apnea is a condition where a person's breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. This can cause disruptions in your sleep, which can lead to increased nighttime urination. Other studies have also found that people who have restless leg syndrome are also more likely to wake up at night to pee. Restless leg syndrome is a condition that causes an uncomfortable feeling in your legs. When you have restless leg syndrome, you might toss and turn in bed more often, which can cause you to wake up at night and feel the urge to urinate. Doctors don't really know why some people wake up at night to urinate more often than others. So let's talk about the first factor that increases your chance of waking up at night to pee. However, as we get older, our bladders start to shrink, and that is drinking too many fluids, especially right before bed. You see, when you drink fluids, your body gets dehydrated. In order to bring your body back to its normal state of hydration, your body will send signals to your brain to make you feel thirsty. Some people might drink less fluids than others, yet still wake up at night to pee. This is so that you will drink more water and rehydrate yourself. Write down everything that you eat and drink, meaning that they cannot hold as much urine as they used to. Also, the muscles that help control urination can become weaker as well. And go to the bathroom right before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. For these reasons, when your body sends signals to your brain to make you feel thirsty and drink more fluids, your bladder might not be able to hold all of that extra fluid, and you might end up waking up at night to urinate. However, there is an exception to this rule. There are some other conditions that can also cause you to wake up at night to urinate. The first step is to keep a food and drink diary for a couple of days. The next step is to try. The third step is to start doing pelvic floor exercises. Finally, you should consider seeing a doctor if you have tried everything else and you still waking up at night to pee. Now that you know why you waking up at night to pee and what to do about it, one reader shared their experience with us. Another reader had this to say: "As you can see, it is possible to stop waking up at night to pee. Please share this video with a friend who needs it.